Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope so that you are all in good health. Okay, so today was the paper of lecturer English, female and male. And here I have some MCQs which were in my mind, so I just jot them down. And the first question is related to lyrical ballad. Lyrical ballad is published in which edition? There were four MCQs. The first MCQs was related to first edition, then second edition, then the third was related to Biographia Literaria, which was written by S.T. Coleridge, and third was related to none of these. I hate this last option, that is none of these. So the answer was The Lyrical Ballad, a collection of poems by William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. It was first publication because they both were friends at that time, and they both wrote a lyrical ballad collectively. So 1798 was that era, and secondly, the second publication came in 1800 or something like that. The second MCQs is related to Keats, who wrote Elegy on Keats. So we were asked to name that person. So it was Percy Bysshe Shelley, who wrote Adonis. The third is which is not a part of new classical age. They gave us four options. The fourth one, which I hate, I told you before that. So the first option was Jacobean age, Augustan age, or Restoration period. Like they have capitalized the word not, like which age is not a part of new classical age. So the answer is Jacobean age. It is more related to Elizabethan age, and Augustan age and Restoration period comes after that. The fourth question is related to Yeats. To whom does Yeats compared Maud Gonne? Maud Gonne was his girlfriend. In Among School Children, it was his poem. So the name is Helene of Troy. The fifth question is related to TESOL. Stands for it came from English Language Teaching, ELT. So TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. And second question is Areopagus in Areopagitia or Tia, I don't know. It means it was a prominent council in Athens situated on a hill known as the Areopagus, the hill of Ares. And it is more related to freedom of speech or freedom of liberty. So they gave us very complex kind of options as well. The first was related to liberty, second was freedom of speech, and third was related to Hill of Ares. Though the whole poem is regarding the liberty or a freedom of speech, but they ask the actual meaning or literal meaning of that word. So the right answer was the Hill of Ares. Question number 7 is related to Jane Austen, my favorite, Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen novels known as the domestic novels because her life was very limited. So her novels were also limited. Like she only talk about those things which she knows, and she cannot go outside. So that's why she remained in the four walls. So this also impacted her writing as well. The eighth question is related to English language teaching. ELF in English language teaching means it means English as a lingua franca. The ninth MCQs is these MCQs are not exact, but I just got the main idea of that question, so I just wrote them down here. Reason shows estimation and approximation or guess and check. It is related to B8 or a professional subject. So reason, if we talk about reason, if a children is more focused on his reason, so we can say that he is mostly related to he's mostly talking about his or using his estimation and approximation instead of guess and check. The 10th question is related to linguistics, which is related to clinical linguistics, and it is more related to language disorder. And the other option was complexity, so disorder is more appropriate. Which writer does not belong to Renaissance period? The first writer is Shakespeare, second is Thomas Malory, and third is Philip Sidney, and fourth one is none of these again. So here the right answer is Thomas Malory. He wrote about Morte the author, so we can guess that he is a person who was in Chaucerian period or something like that, or after him. So he does not belong to Renaissance period. Question number 12, acoustic phonetic means it is a branch of phonetics which talks about or studies the physical properties of a speech sound. Then actual language used in a concrete way is called by Saussure as competence of performance. So the right answer is performance. Yeats, the W.B. Yeats, he is known as an imagist or symbolist. Imagist, if we talk, if a word come images, so definitely the name of Ezra Pound comes in our mind. But if we talk about symbolism, so W.B. Yeats is a master of symbolism. His, I guess you have heard about turning and turning into a widening gyre. So gyre is a kind of a thing, is a kind of a symbol which he has used throughout his poems and works as well. So he is primarily known as a symbolist. Then there are questions related to vocabulary. So first of all, they asked about the synonym of happy, which is joyful. If I'm not wrong, there was a meaning related to happy, but the first letter was J, so I thought it was joyful, so I just wrote it down here, but it was easy. The second is fastidious. The first option was careless, and second is meticulous, and third was fast, and fourth one, none of these, so meticulous was the right answer. Then another vocabulary based question, that is good. So good is more related to excellent. Then they asked about the formal way of apologizing someone instead of saying I'm sorry, so that is I apologize. And then evaluate means assess or critique, so assess is more appropriate. And there is another question which was related to providing feedback. I just wrote it down at that moment, but when I came home, so I just totally forgot it. What is that question about? So if anyone of you knows it, so kindly comment it down. Question number 21, that is bottom-up evaluation. So what is it? It is more related to summative evaluation. Summative evaluation often takes at the end of the session, and formative evaluation usually takes between the session or one-to-one or day-to-day evaluation. Question number 22, supply test means where students can generate their answer. For example, they can give their opinion in short answers, and instead of MCQs where students were given options to choose. So MCQs are contrary to this supply test. So in supply test, students are at liberty to choose whatever they want. So question number 23 is related to reading skills. Include what? Is it include strong vocabulary? And the second question is the use of the words in its context. So strong vocabulary is the right answer. Question number 22, he go to school. So if students are given certain rules and regulation to make a sentence, for example in grammar translation method, so they use like walked. He go to school, this kind of overgeneralization, like they think that as we can use ed with every base form, so we can use also ed with go or the base form here as well. So this is called an overgeneralization rule. They think that it comes here as well in that same way. So MCQs number 25, how can teachers teach idiomatic expressions in learning a second language? So first MCQs is related to through understanding the literal meaning. Second is through natural language and expressions, and through culture. So the right answer is idiomatic expressions through natural language and expression might be the best or the most practical and effective. Is the cognitive domain used for measuring IQ? The question was related to cognitive domain, and there was some statement, and they gave us 4 options. So I just remember the second one which I chose. So it was related to measuring IQ. I don't know whether it's correct or incorrect. You can comment down your opinion. Question number 27, the extent to which educational objectives are achieved, that is the quotation mark definition. So according to this definition, which role does it refer to? The first is related to evaluate, measure, and test. So the right answer is Target language mostly focuses on which method, monolingual, multilingual, or bilingual. So the right answer is bilingual context. So two different varieties of language is called dialect. This one is also ambiguous. Question number 30, create sentences by putting smaller parts inside each other over and over again. It is related to syntax, so this means recursion. Recursion means to put sentences inside the sentence again and again. That is called recursion. Then question number 31 and 32. The first question is related to coordinating conjunction, and the second question was related to subordinate conjunction. The question which was related to coordinate conjunction, as we know that the famous term which is related to fanboys, so fan, F means for, A for and for nor, B for but, not because. When comes because, so it definitely means it's a subordinate conjunction, or Y for yet and S for so. Structure of sentences deals with which part of linguistics? That is related to syntax, right? This one was the first question from the literature part that is related to the characteristics of a certain era, that mature intellectual and social grace related to which era? Enlightenment, humanism. Third one I don't remember, and fourth one none of these, so it is more related to enlightenment. Police is, this is related to grammar portion. Police is trying to maintain, detain, and there was another third option, I don't remember, and for none of these, the riots. So the right option is maintain. Empathy threats serve to dash, empathy theater serve to dash voice. So voice is related to amplify at that time, at that moment, at the time of choosing the option. The song came in my mind as well, amplifier. So amplify is more related to the voice or song. This is my house. Here the word my is possessive pronoun, everyone knows it. Which one is imperative? They gave us 4 options, so please pass the solve. It is kind of a request, so it shows an imperative state of a sentence. Or complex grammar, vocabulary, and state of native language belongs to Pidgin or Creole, so it is more related to Creole. Which theory posites language is innate? Behaviorism or innatism? So it is innatism. Relationship between language and culture is linguistic anthropology. Standard language, there was some kind of definitions, like the first was related to an explanation of standard language, second, third. So I guess all of these was the option, if I'm not wrong. First poet laureate, it was Ben Jonson. What marks the beginning of Romantic era? So lyrical ballads, of course, it was published in 1798. So whenever the digit comes like 1798, so it definitely clicks over the mind that it is the beginning of Romantic era, or the lyrical ballads as well. Study of a language at a given time or at a specific time is called synchronic. So how did I remember? The basic key to remember is that I used to refer things with words. So synchronic means specific, as S and S. Bacon is influenced by which essays? So it was Montaigne. And there were some questions I don't remember the exact statements, but I can recall that there was something related to bowler, wicketkeeper, and batsman. So it includes which cognitive domain? Is it synthesis, application, or evaluation? So I guess that it was related to synthesis, because it is related to parts, but I may be wrong as well. The second question was related to application, from Bloom's taxonomy, there were 3 to 4 questions, and according to the stages related to cognitive domain. That's it from my side, and here's a key. You can match your answers if you have filled up that sheet, which you can take with you as well. Best of luck from my side, and Allah Hafiz, and do subscribe my channel as well.